A woman was talking on the mic and it started making disturbing noises. It was a meeting where people could find a date for each other. So many people would arrive in the hopes of finding a date for themselves. The woman wished luck to everyone for finding their date. As she was speaking, people heard some noise from the background. It was a man. He looked very weird. The weird-looking man apologized for being late. People ignored the man and went back to listening to the woman's speech. As the man was standing, he puts his hand inside his pocket to get his watch and checks the time. The woman asks him to sit as it was time to turn on the timer, so that people could start talking to each other. The woman then walks up to the timer to switch it on. As the man started speaking, women would stop him. They weren't fans of his face. All wondered what happened to his face. Some would shame the man. Some would scream out of fear seeing the man's ugly face. It was like his face was burnt. Each time a girl came, they would tell the man how ugly and scary his face is. The next date, the man was similar to him. She had a weird face just like him. As they start talking, they found that they had so many things in common. Both were shamed for their looks. As they were talking, she started bleeding from her deformity. The man tries to talk, but she rushes to the bathroom. The man notices how every other person in the room found their date and how they started getting intimate. He checked out all the couple, but he was sitting there alone. The woman was wiping blood from her face in the bathroom. As the man was waiting, he started to get the feeling of being left alone. He started getting bored and checks his clock again. He was shocked by the sudden appearance of woman. The woman apologizes for spoiling his day, and she didn't intend to spoil this day. But the man stops her by telling her that she didn't spoil the date as she is very beautiful. Hearing this, the lady blushes. She tells him that he was handsome too. The man then asks her that would she be willing to go out for dinner with him, to which she agrees. The woman didn't realize the danger. The man was sitting in an old house where he was eating the meat. It was gross, as he kept swallowing meat. The man, after finishing his meal, he hangs a ID on the wall which said Sarah. It was the woman's name. There were so many other cards hanging in his wall. The man is a freak.